good.
Yeah.
Jacob Givens, I'm James.
Hey, James. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. Pleasure.
Yeah, like, what if we met ourselves in high school? Like, what would you be doing?
I was a theater dork. So
I would probably not be hanging out with you.
Not necessarily,
No.
because the weird thing was, being a theater dork, I was extroverted, so I introduced myself to everyone. So I would make friends with people that...
I would run away from people like
Yeah, but I'd find you. Yeah. I'd find you. That's the thing about you is, like, you'd run, and I'd be like, no, we're going to be... I'd grab you and be like, we're going to be friends.
I kind of like you, you jerk. Don't do that.
Exactly. That's the thing, is that there were friends in the theater group, and there were friends that, like, were on the other side of the tracks that were like, I don't want anything to do with you, but I would be friends with those people, too. That's how I rolled, James.
Yeah, it's been that way.
Always. But we've known each other for a very long time now.
It's just amazing that we're brother-in-laws or brothers.
We are.
In some way have to be family.
Yes.
There's no way about it. Like
forced.
We can't talk our way out of this.
Against our will, we are brothers by law.
Yeah. Well, you do some really great AV stuff. Like
I do.
Audio, visual.
And so do you.
And engineer some like craft of art that is motion picture wise with sound and audio, and it's a beautiful craft. So.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I learned because I watch other people do it, and I'm like, I think I can do that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's always what I think of. Like, I see somebody's work, and I'm like, yeah, I love that.
I want to do it.
Do this.
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
That's totally what led me to do it. And honestly, up until all my 20s and even early 30s, like, because cameras were so expensive and you had to rent things, you had to do all this fancy stuff for computers. But now it's so easy. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. A long time ago, I was like researching how to get onto public access or something like that.
Yeah.
That's so much work. I can't believe you guys got to do all this to just get something on screen.
Right. Back in the Wayne's World days, it was like you had to film something, put it on local TV, but now the internet.
I think I'll find a better way than you guys.
Yeah. So somebody had seen my YouTube short, and they called me, and they just were like, we'd love if you came down and taught people how to make short films on iPhones. And I was like, sure, no problem. So I came down there, and it was just like, it was like really small town, like Waiting for Guffman type, like, how do you, they even, like, the person who started out the whole thing was literally the guy who told them, don't hold it like this, hold it like this. That
Thank
was the first
God
guy.
for that guy telling anybody that.
I know. When he started out, I was like, this is the most important thing you guys could possibly learn.
Landscape.
Yeah, landscape. I heard you earlier tonight.
Yes.
Our mother-in-law.
I do not want to see any more vines.
Was doing this, and you go landscape, and I was like, yeah, landscape, please, yeah, for sure.
Well, you're responsible for Ember.
I was.
And you're responsible for
Intermission. Yes, those are my 2 short films, and I have a third.
Those are great, though.
Thank you.
Those are really great. The emotion that you feel in that short span of time is highly important too, especially this attention span that we find ourselves in currently.
Yeah. The first one I shot was 24 minutes long, and when I put it on YouTube, I was like, oh no, this is probably too long for anybody to watch. But the feedback was positive, and people got into it, so...
Awesome, man.
Yeah. Intermission was one of those things that I knew I had to make it, because I had an idea for a guy being trapped on this planet, and when I shot it, I was like, people along the way said, if you cut it shorter, it might be more accessible. But I think when I watched it, when it was done, I was like, I think it has to be this length, and I can't cut it. And so I think that sometimes that's a tough call for an artist to make, is that sometimes somebody says it should be this way to make it more marketable, and you have to be like, but I don't care. I just wanted to be this certain thing, With my second short, Ember, which was 7.5 minutes, I feel like it's all about what the story calls for. That's always what it is. I don't think there's math. I don't think there's numbers. I don't think there's an algorithm behind it. I think that people will tell you that, but I think at the end of the day, whatever the story asks for, that's what it is. It almost is out of your control. It's like something that exists, and you're just witness to it. You know what I mean?
That's
you're just like, oh well, I'm on board for this, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can control art ever. I think if the song needs to be 15 minutes, it has to be 15 minutes. If it has to be 2 minutes, it has to be 2 minutes. you don't have any say.
Currently, that says like, here, like, screw it. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. I think that things happen in your life, and you decide that you're going to put it out in the world because those things happen in your life. So let's say, for example, you're in a relationship and you break up, and you write something about the breakup. So you have to put it out because it's the only thing that can help you get through that. I think that art is literally your urge to share something because you don't know how else to get through that thing. I mean, death, love, depression, happiness, whatever. You have to share. That's why the greatest albums, the greatest movies come from these people that I think are going through something, positive or negative, but they have to get it out. No choice on the timing. No choice. Have to get it out.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I swear I've heard that so many times, but like each time you hear it, it's like the first time.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you forget that so fast?
Yeah. I don't know. I forget it every time.
While you're working on the project.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So what's new for you recently?
I'm working in the environmental space, which is exciting.
Bio-friendly podcast.
Bio-friendly podcast, my show.
I enjoy listening to it a lot.
Thank you. So the bio-friendly
I fell
podcast.
asleep to it before.
That's fine. It should be soothing. You should
Yes.
know that the world's ending, and we're there to talk you through it. No, I think the bio-friendly podcast is like, we're trying to tell people like ways they can save the planet in a funny, fun way. So I work in that space now. And that's my full-time job, which is very exciting. And then I'm also always creating. I have a third short film that I want to do. So that's coming soon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
you heard it here first.
Yes.
This is the first time I'm even saying it.
Do you have a title?
Yes. The Gate.
Gate.
The Gate. What could that be?
Dude, do you need anything?
I
Can I
do.
do anything
I
for
need you. I need you to be there.
Okay,
I don't know where we're
great.
gonna film it, but we'll figure it out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, good. So, how long have we known each other?
I met you in 1999, 2000.
It's basically the 80s. I mean, basically the 80s.
So I would say we have known each other for almost 20 years. If I had to
20
round
years.
it about, I knew you for 20 years.
Like, you were just the older boyfriend of my wife's sister.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I was the guy dating the girl that was the sister to your girlfriend.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And then was that girlfriend already pregnant at the time?
She was.
I mean...
But you're still here!
Yes!
And you're the dad of the second baby.
Yes. So that's good.
It all worked out, man.
Yeah.
You were the guy that we were like, hey, is he gonna stick around? I have no idea, but
I'm
you
in
did.
there. We out here.
Yeah, here we are, 20 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, proud pops.
Thanks for hanging in there, dude.
Hey, man, we're family, always and forever.
Yes.
Yeah. This sounds really nice.
One more song, and then could we do an interview?
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's do it. One more song. You want me to do drums and you get your guitar?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm fine with that.